Okay, so I've made it about as thin as an old silver dollar, and if you want to make it thinner, you can, but this is about a good thickness. And I usually will put some kind of powder or spritz of water on the surface, because otherwise it will stick, you know. So pretend there's powder on here. And I'm just going to press this on the surface. I always put my clay on top and then press it down. You get a much better control. It doesn't double image that way. It's easier. Okay, and then peel it away. Okay, so then you've got your textural surface, right? And this is good with lots of different colors of powder. But I'm going to take just a little bit here. Glitter, not so much, but the powders and the chalks are okay, and especially the powder on dark, because you have just this beautiful little drama going on.
Looks like a medallion.
It does. Now, I'm also going to then come on in here and do some chalk powder, too, because I can, so I will. This is pan pastel. My philosophy is all the powders. Just all the powders, every powder, get them all, because everyone does something different.
And you mix them together.
Oh, yeah, baby. Absolutely. Isn't that fun? So that's not real drama. You can get more drama with just the mica powder, but it's kind of fun, isn't it?
So any mica powder, like even if it's for just like
yep, cosmetic, old, yeah, exactly. For paper crafts, it's the same stuff. So anything in the whole glitter powder world except for flocking. Flocking burns on polymer. It's got too low of a melt point. But everything else, embossing powder does something different than mica powder. That does something different than chalk. That does something different than pan pastel. So just experiment with all of them. Now you can also at this stage pick a couple of well-positioned crystals with your little picker-upper and go, well, you know what? That bowl would look really neat with a crystal in it. So press it down in. These are hot fix, which means there's a little glue backing on them. So if you press them into the clay, they're going to glue themselves in as long as you press them in deep enough not to wander off, you know, because they do that. Okay, pretend I put a lot in a really cool pattern, all right? So now I've got whatever my bowl shape is here, and I'm going to look over my bowl forms and go, okay, this is a good form. All I want to do is kind of start the process here, just lay it down into the middle. So see, I've just kind of laid it in there, and I'm going to press the center in just like that. I'm not shoving it all over the place. I'm not trying to have a perfect seal, because what happens is if you like shove it all on there, it's going to trap air underneath and it's going to bubble up and be gone. So just look at it and make sure that it looks good to you, and then it goes in the oven just like this. Boom. Then
so here we are, guys. Today is the afternoon of the first day of the workshop, recent workshop, which we try to have every year. This year we have Christy Friesen with us, so it's a banner year. We have one project after another constantly the whole weekend. And so what they're doing now is they're preparing little tiles to do mosaic on a mirror. So if you want to zoom in, have you a little bit show what they're doing. Just did some little fun things with the polymer clay, because of course Christy is the polymer clay artist. So let's just move around from person to person. And where did you come from, dear? I can't remember where Sue's from.
I'm from Diamond, Ohio.
Oh, you're from right here. So she's from close by.
I'm from Diamond.
And the beautiful granddaughter's from where? Nebraska. So come all the way from Nebraska. But you know what? That's not our farthest one away. We've got one here from Jordan, Middle East. I'm so humbled by that. I can't believe somebody like that. I want to come see this thing. And me too, I guess. So anyway, let's go over here and see what Maggie and her doing. These girls are so talented. Maggie's newer to our group, and she's just kicking out of the ballpark. I'm so impressed by both of you and what you're able to do. Where'd you put your stuff, Maggie?
Oh,
Is it getting baked now? Oh. Well, we'll have to show you tomorrow. It's where you
My
keep
bottles over there with the eyeballs.
Okay,
Maggie's
we'll,
bottles.
okay, we'll go over and take a look at those for you. I love your braids. Awesome. You know what you do with this?
Heidi braids. That's what I used to
I
do
used
when I
to
was
wear
little.
Heidi braids all the time.
That's what I used to wear when I was little.
When I had enough hair. Okay. Come talk to Monica. Monica can handle the public. Tell them about Monica.
I don't have anything to show you.
Did they take it away?
I just sent my bowl away to be baked, but I did make some cool veneers for the product. I think this one looks like marble.
It does. Excellent. Well done.
So we're having a lot of fun. My mom's bowl is back.
Beautiful. Yeah, they're making vessels.
We're making vessels, exactly. So it's fun, but I just sent mine away, so I'll show you later.
Okay. Lauren, you want to say hi?
Hi guys, hi again.
Of course, that's our Lauren.
You already saw me earlier, but
This one's going to be for real produced video for
oh, okay. So I went live on Facebook. So
thousands of people watching it.
okay,
Hopefully.
buddy.
Okay.
We're playing with
Let's
the
move on to see another table. Let's come over here and see.
I misunderstood you the last time you said that, and I thought it was the other way around.
Okay, don't get freaked out or anything. This is for you too. We're doing snips. So speak. Show them what you're doing. That looks awesome, Teresa. Oh, let me show them up close. This is Teresa's vessel. Is that awesome? See, this is the back. Polymer clay, guys. Polymer clay. What is it? Hot Daddy-O or something? The bowls that she has. Christy, it's bowls she sent me. Or Hot Daddy-O or something.
Fat Daddy-O.
Fat Daddy-O.
Can you get a focus
Yeah,
on that?
yeah, you can get it from Christy. ChristyFriesen.com.
There's a set of 3 bowls.
I understand that the small one is rather.
What's that?
I understand the small one is rather. Oh, cool. Here's a little tiny one with some luster. It's got some luster.
Oh, that's pretty.
And Deborah is cooking with gas. This is her first adventure with polymer clay.
Yeah.
So it shows you can come to these workshops and right away you can be making stuff
You should
and be
come.
proud of it. You should come.
Everybody's liking this one, so I'll show this one.
These are one-of-a-kind experiences.
Everybody's really awesome. So
Now, Deb says she doesn't want to be shown. So can you show me?
we are all awesome.
Oh, Deb says she'll be shown. I'll be in the picture.
That makes me feel
Okay.
I'm so
Deb says she can be in the picture so long as I am.
as long as you're here with
Do you
me.
feel in my experience of being in and being in too? I think we have 175 of
I've
them.
never been in one. This is a
But
first
now
for
you're in
me.
one with
And
me.
what a better person to be in one.
Deb has been to every Visu workshop there has been so far.
There are very many
There's
of
only
us.
been 4.
Well, until the day I die, girl, I will be at every single one.
Even if we don't have all our flights,
Yeah.
you still come.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll hold you to it.
As long as you hold me close to your heart.
Well, let's see some more people in this clip.
All right, that's enough, Mom.
Love you. Okay, folks. So tell Lauren what you're doing. This is going to be snips that are going to be put together professionally by not Lauren, Javi, for YouTube video. So you're going on YouTube.
Oh, great.
I see Linda.
Well, this is going to be a bowl.
I'm not going to be
I
on
just need a fork to put it in. So it's going to be a bowl.
Listen, you can be bold. If I've been on there all these times, you
You're so good at it.
Oh.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it.
All right, she's not in.
Thank you. Thank you, but no.
What are you doing, Kristen? You
I
got-
just told her it's going to be a bowl. So
it
I
looks
just
like it's
need
going to be awesome.
a bowl form.
Are you still doing the mosaic pieces, Linda?
I am, and I'm still working on a little.
Yeah, she's got a little.
Oh, that's pretty.
Couple little
That
things.
looks like a button.
Yeah.
This is what she's done. Have you done polymer clay before? This is from a person who never did polymer clay.
Exactly.
See? This is what happens when you come to a Bisu workshop. You are transformed.
You are transformed for sure.
This is why my mother named me B. Sue. Brenda Sue, get the initials. Yes.
I did not know this, but I'm glad to know now.
She wasn't thinking that. She's the most innocent person ever. But I'm like, it fits. It fits. Linda, will you want to tell the camera where you came from? How you got here?
I'm from Jordan, and I just wanted to go to the embassy, the Canadian American Embassy, and I got here last week to come to this workshop. So I'm pretty happy.
But you were originally from
Boston.
From Boston. I'm hearing that
Yeah.
a little bit.
Bostonian.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. Somebody came from that far
Yes.
to be with the likes of us.
Yeah. Yes.
But then she is the likes of us. So it all works. Let's come over to this table and talk to these girls a little bit. Show what they're doing. This is Barbara.
I'm sitting doing
This is
nothing.
my friend Barbara. Who's all saying a rectangle. And now I'm with you.
I'm smiling at this time of day today.
And Barbara's having a ball. Miss Gloria, can you look up and say hello? You're going to say hello to the people, or are you going to just in there?
Oh
Yes.
no.
It's
Presidential
America
wave.
wave.
Prom queen.
Prom queen
In the small town parade.
There you go.
Hi, Harry Wood.
Well, we better hope he watches. Well, tell Harry you got to watch. There's a message for you.
Harry watches everything. So
Harry's busy working. Carol, are you doing a vessel too?
I'm making a bowl.
You making a bowl? Bowl.
I'm ready for my bowl. I just need the bowl shape, but I've got it all ready to go. As soon as I get a bowl shape.
Oh, let's come back here and see what Athena and what are you girls doing back here? What are you doing? Oh, Cindy made eyeballs.
The eyes have it.
Oh. Are those beads?
Yeah,
Eyeball beads.
I gotta make earrings.
Was that what we're supposed to be doing?
No, this
Remember
is.
she said, if you don't want to make what we
I know.
I don't always follow directions.
I never do. I can't. I can't be taught. I can only teach. I can't talk. I can't be
I was
taught.
getting ready to say, why don't we look at Visu's table? Look
Yeah,
what
well,
she
I
is doing.
did do the ties. I did want to do the mirror.
I got leaves.
Oh, look at that. Little keys.
Those are really nice.
Yes, they are. Oh, I like that. That's with a stamp.
Designer artist, you can put it
No,
in.
it's nail art foil.
Oh, okay.
You just rub it on, friction, and then you rip it off like a Band-Aid.
All righty.
You want
I
to
got
try it?
some ideas with that.
We're doing our
This would work on those cameos.
You might cut a little piece off for me. Alrighty, I'm getting some nail art. I'll be back in a minute to retrieve that. You want to come over here and show Christy teaching? You can sneak in here. Beyond this group of ladies here, we have Christy Friesen teaching. So I don't know if you can see it. But she goes in clumps of people. And she's a consummate teacher. She doesn't know the difference. So, anyway, well, that's all for today, guys. We're going to have more for you tomorrow. I'll show you what we're doing. And then on Sunday, I'm teaching. Like you've never seen that, right? I'm teaching the project from the last video. So get your filigree out and get ready, because on Sunday, we're going to show how all these people interpret the project section. Be back with you not too long. Sayonara for now, and until tomorrow.
First of all, gravity. Wow, today is crazy. Couldn't be me. One way is to put it on a head pin, trim that edge, and bend a hook in it. Now, when you bend the hook, it sticks up pretty far, right? So that's going to have a hard time going in. So you can bend it over again, or you can go, well, maybe I want this to hover above everything. Grab a little ball of clay, stick it on the piece, and then this piece can go in that ball of clay and have plenty of room to be there. If it still isn't sticking in because it's still long, you can bend it if you need to, and it's fine. So there, that's one way. That shows you the head pin. So we don't always want the head pin showing. If we don't want the head pin showing, then we're going to grab a little piece of this spinner wire, put it through the bead. Now the reason we do this is liquid clay doesn't hold beads in. Clay won't hold beads in. You need to make sure that you're using glass or metal or ceramic crystal, not plastic. In some of the bead bags you guys shared with each other, which is great, there's a mixture of plastic and crystal. The plastic works fine for the epoxy clay, but it will melt in the oven. And then it'll be a weird solid or dollar thing. So I put the wire in and I'm twisting it. And after I get a little bit of a twist on there, trim, bend a hook, and shove that sucker wherever it amuses you. Just shove it right in there. So now you can start adding more of those embellishments. Okay, now I'll shut up and let you roll.
I have a question.